All right, rock and roll. We have a caller who's been literally holding for 10 minutes. Hello, young lady. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, hello. So sorry to keep you holding for so long.
Well, Mike, I'm calling about, I went to my drugstore and to try to get my shingles shot because the doctor gave me the slip for it.
Okay.
And I have an insurance company, and they said they wouldn't pay it. It's $185.
For the shingles vaccine?
Yes, the shingles shot.
Do you have a Silver Connect card?
I have an insurance company that I paid $892.65 every 3 months.
Just a loan for yourself?
All for myself. I'm a widow.
Oh, God bless. Sorry about that, hon. Okay. Is it a retiree program through either a municipality or your job?
No. I didn't have to work, thank God. My husband died 40 years ago. I was 40, and he left me some money, and I had this insurance company for all these years, and they said they denied me getting the shingle shot unless I paid $185.
Let me hold on. Let me get my phone.
Okay.
The dollar figure you just said was 800 and what?
$892.65 every 3 months.
$297. You have Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield with a really high...
Yes, I do.
I know your plan. Can you do me one small favor? I know you trust me or you wouldn't have called and waited 10 minutes. I can get that taken care of. I just need to do a little research. Don't say your name over the airwaves. We're very HIPAA compliant here on the airwaves. Let me have you call my staff, very intelligent people over there. Call GS Regan Associates. Give them your name off the air. I will call you back. You and I will do a conference call, find out what kind of plan you have. You cannot change now, but you may be able to change to a much more affordable plan starting in October 15th through December 7th, and your new plan will kick in for January 1st. But I can call around, and we can shop that vaccine around. I know you need it. The shingles vaccine is important. I recommend it to all my listeners. But what we'll do is you and I will do a little homework behind the scenes. I don't have enough time. This is going to take me about 15 minutes with you on the phone. So if you don't mind, call my staff, give them your name and your phone number. I will call you back after the show, either this afternoon or first thing in the morning. You and I will do our due diligence, and we'll get a much more affordable price. The shingles vaccine only runs around $75 to $80. I know for a fact.
Okay.
All right. My staff's phone number is 203 757
Yes.
6099. The firm is named after my mother, GS Regan Associates, Inc. So speak to any one of my girls over there. They're all super smart. 757 6099.
Yep.
So 6099.
$60.99. I have it.
Okay, perfect. Don't give your name on the airwaves now, but just give it to the girls. I'll talk to you in a couple hours, or I'll talk to you first thing in the morning.
How about in the morning?
God bless. Talk to you as soon as I get to the office then.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. And thanks for listening to the show. I appreciate it.
Okay, bye now.
You know what? That is what the radio show is about, to help people. All right, so the shingles vaccine is not covered by Medicare. This woman has a Medicare supplement. So all she needed to do was say, I don't have insurance. What's the cash price? So what is happening here is Part B drugs are for diabetes. You hear the commercial all the time. Oh, we cover Part B drugs. But the Medicare Part D for drug coverage has a gap of $2,970. Once you exhaust that, you fall into the donut hole. Medicare has chosen not to include the shingles vaccine or the H1N1, the West Nile virus, or the swine flu. I think it's swine flu. They don't cover that. They'll cover what they want. They will cover shots, but they just chose not to do that. So I found the best way to do it is just to pay a cash price. My friend Susie up in Oakville told me hers cost $6. So I give myself a little pat on the back for that. My buddy Johnny said it was much more expensive on his current insurance. So John paid the right price, which is, I think, $80, right, bud? All right. Any questions you have on your Medicare plans, 203-757-1320. If the phone doesn't ring, I'm just going to talk. All right. Monday, July 22nd, the business section of the Republican American. On the far left, Pamela Yip. Her commentary was, Medicare poses key questions for seniors. Well, I literally am laughing, and I'm saying, boy, my lucky listeners, they memorize this stuff already because I talk about it so much. But this Pamela Yip in her article says that this is one of the most important decisions a senior can make, that it's so confusing, that they have to negotiate a landmine, minefield of tough topics. Remember, it's simple. A is free when you turn 65. It's called Initial Coverage Election Period. B, if you are not working, is automatically turned on. Is that true? Absolutely not. So I always tell people to take a proactive approach. Genevieve, thank you so much. Antonio, the cheese was delicious. The girls liked it too. And Jean shouldn't even eat cheese, but she had a little bit. Anyway, Medicare A is free. You have worked 40 fully satisfied quarters or 10 years. You get that part. Part B, as in babe for you ladies out there, or boy for you men out there. Part B, you pay $104.90. Now, some seniors think that they're working and that they don't have to get Part B. The answer is you have to have an employer with more than 20 employees in order for you not to have to sign up for Part B. So my buddy at the bank, he doesn't need Part B. He has credible coverage through his insurance, and when he decides to retire, he will get Part B. You must turn on your Part B. It only happens automatically in about 60 to 70% of the cases. I've seen many people slip through the cracks. So just take a proactive approach. If you're good with the computer, you can just simply go on to www.socialsecurity.gov, enroll right online. If you like people, you can go to 51 North Elm Street, and that is in Waterbury, diagonal across from Torco, my buddy Joel and Nancy's place, or some people say next to the police department. But I like to give Torco a plug. He's a great guy, very philanthropic. So 51 North Elm Street. If you like the phone number is 1-877-405-4874. What must you do after that? You must secure a Part C and a Part D. Now, literally, the article talks about Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage plans. You listen to this every 2 weeks on the airwaves, so it was kind of funny. I should have a commentary article. I was smarter than this lady. I mean, I literally verbatim had it. Part C. Part C is either a Medicare supplement. We'll take the caller, and I'll go back to squawking later. Michael Regan, Medicare and You. How are you?
Hi, Michael. My name is Ellen. I'm a long-time listener to you.
Yes.
My first-time call.
Love it. Don't be shy. Don't say your last name for HIPAA reasons, and that way nobody knows who you are.
My husband signed up over the weekend online for Medicare A because he's turning 65 in October.
He signed up for Part B.
A.
B.
The one that's free.
Free? Okay, so slow down. Let me start taking some notes.
Sure.
Ellen, your husband turned 65 when?
October. Beginning of October.
10-something 1948, correct?
Right.
Okay, 1048. Did he enroll in Part B?
No.
Is he working?
He's still working.
Full-time?
Yes.
With a group that's larger than 20 employees?
Yes.
Much larger?
Yes.
He doesn't need to turn on Part B. Make sure Medicare knows he doesn't want Part B. He has credible coverage through his employer. Don't say the employer's name. Who's the carrier he has? You have it too, so you're covered under him.
Cigna.
Oh, great company. Cigna. The Cigna plan that he has is credible. Do you get a letter from Cigna to show that the coverage is credible?
I think I'm not sure if he just did it over the weekend. He just did it online.
Okay. Tell him, grab a pen.
Yeah.
Tell him to call Cigna
Yep.
and let Cigna know that he needs a credible coverage letter. So when he enrolls in the future, he'll show the credible coverage letter that you will keep, by the way. Keep a file for important records. This is
Right.
one of those.
Yep.
So you'll get a letter from Cigna saying, Ellen's lucky husband has credible coverage through us, Cigna. It won't say that, but I'm only joking.
Yeah.
So it'll say his name, his member ID number, and that credible coverage letter will be so easy. Once he decides to retire, he would simply, obviously he's good online, he would go back online, enroll in Part B, then Maximus sends a letter saying you have a penalty. And then he and I, or you and I, can go simply down to 51 North Elm Street. If you don't mind, let's do it right the first time. Just call me in 3 or 4 years when he decides to retire.
Yeah.
Do you live in the Greater Waterbury area?
Yes.
We will go down to the physical office because it's just so much more simple. They can turn off the penalty right there at the Social Security Department.
Okay.
It's harder to do it online. I've had people do it online, but it's harder because there's no section to scan and email your credible coverage letter. So then you've got to do a little paper trail. Maximus sends you a letter saying that you're late. Then you have to send it back to Maximus to show that you had other coverage.
Yeah.
It's just much simpler if you go down to the office, 51 North Elm Street. They're open from 9 to 3 every day. I think they're closed at noon on Wednesdays, but there's plenty of other days. You simply show all the intelligent people there. You show them the letter, and they waive the penalty, and he's eligible to purchase benefits. Hopefully I've earned your trust and you'll buy from me. But if you don't buy from me, you simply either get a Medicare supplement or a Medicare Advantage. How young are you?
I'm going to be 64.
Okay, so you've got a full year and a couple months to go.
Well, he plans to retire next September.
Not a problem.
And I told him already we're going to you.
All right, good. Thanks a lot for your trust.
But
Also,
I had this one question.
Sure.
All of a sudden, he's getting bombarded by different people, companies, for Medicare advice, this and that. And someone showed up at our door last night. I wasn't home. At 8 o'clock.
let me let you in on something. A friend of mine got enrolled over the phone. This is such Medicare fraud. You are not supposed to cold call people. It's ridiculous what's going on out there.
I know. We can't believe that, And I got home last night after, a couple hours later, and my daughter told me that this guy showed up at the door.
Yeah, no, I don't trust anyone. I'm so sick of hearing stories like this. Just, no thank you. I know somebody I trust. We're going to buy from him. And yes, I do make commission. Don't let me say this is all free. I make about $100, $125 off of you.
No, I've listened to you for years.
Oh, love it. All right, Ellen.
Waiting for this chance.
Call anytime you need me.
Where we need you.
My firm is on Wolcott Street, 447 Wolcott Street. It's the big white building named after my mom.
Yep.
Have a great day. God bless.
Okay, thank you.
That was a no-brainer. That was an easy one. See how intelligent? We'll take the other call. I can't stop him. Love it. Hi, Michael Regan, Medicare and You. Hello, Michael Regan.
Michael, this is Dr. Escobar. How are you?
How are you?
Yeah, very good.
First of all, let me give you a little. This is one of my best friends in the world. I have a few: Anthony Alessio, Nick Duchenne, Brooks Dearman, Chris Trunnell, and that's, well, of course, my wife Diana. I'd get killed if I didn't say that. But I'm super, super private person. This is my guru, my advisor, one of my best friends. I'm lucky enough to have known Marcos for over 12 to 13 years now. The reason I have him on the airwaves is to give his firm a plug, and also I'm going to just tell you a success story after he gets done talking. Doctor, take it away.
Okay. We're located in Waterbury, and we've been here for quite some time. My father's been in the Waterbury medical practice, Waterbury arena, since 1969 as an ears, nose, and throat physician whose primary focus is allergy, environmental medicine, and such. I'm a naturopathic physician and joined up with him in 2005, and we've been together ever since. So we're primarily the really truly integrative medical practice in Connecticut, where we're integrating a naturopathic physician with a medical doctor and a PA and a nurse. So we do everything soup to nuts. We really focus on, my primary focus is primary care with a focus on nutrition, weight loss, and really clinical hormones, trying to get away from the synthetic hormones that we're also used to being involved with within the regular conventional medical arena with the Premarin, Prem-Pro, and women going into menopause, and even males with andropause, because that's another area of concern, and it's certainly gained a lot more attention and popularity in the last few years with advertisements on TV. But there's a safer, gentler way to deal with low testosterone as well, because it's not just females who go through life changes. Many males do as well, too.
Yes, that's the reason I'm having you on the airwaves. Are you listening out there, listeners? Do not be ashamed. You have such intelligent people. It's always HIPAA compliant, very private. The practice has a long history of success stories. Do not be afraid of this. Go ahead, Marco. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no, not at all. And generally, males are usually the last ones that end up in the physician's office for any number of reasons, but certainly, their voices need to be heard as well. And if you're suffering from low energy, obesity, and just generally not feeling yourself, not feeling motivated, and kind of up to the task that used to get you going and make you feel good, then somebody really should take a look into your hormone profile just to see if there is a possibility of low testosterone, because it does happen. We're exposed to a lot of different environmental toxins and environmental hormones. So unfortunately, men are much more exposed to becoming estrogen dominant and suffering some of the same ill effects that women suffer from estrogen dominance.
Right.
And breast cancers and things of that nature.
Right.
So it's not just women that get breast cancers, males do as well, too.
That's such a misnomer that it's just a female thing.
Sure.
Okay, so my success story. I, until this year, for the past 12 years, have been a triathlete. Not a winning, placing on the podium, but I try. I take life seriously. So it's 2 days before my goal that I've been training for 6 months straight. And I fall on my bike, and I hurt my back. I go, Marcos, my best friend, buddy, I need your help so bad. He cancels an appointment or delays an appointment and finds somehow get me into the office. I go into the office. He does an evaluation. Nothing's broken here. I'm like, well, can we fix it? He said, I can't guarantee I can fix it, but I can work on you. He's a healer, a naturopath genius. We do some acupuncture. We do some adjustments. He makes sure. What was that hot stuff you put on me?
Biofreeze.
Okay, so he did some 1-2 magic work. I go home. He's like, sleep's the most important thing. Don't train today. Take off until the race. I rocked it. I call him up. I still talk to his beautiful mother. I can't say her name on the air, but I still bring up this, and he remembers it too. Like, it was a couple days before. So, if you read the article in today's paper about the GlaxoSmithKline physicians bribing people to take drugs, take more drugs, get our stock higher, just think outside the box once in a while. Try naturopath medicine. The otolaryngologist that his dad is, he's a rock star. I was having problems last year. I come to find out I have adult onset allergies that his father had literally made my arm a pinboard. I had about 90 needles in the arm. But I'm allergic to ragweed, pollen, trees. I did no idea. So if you're out there, you have problems, give my friends at Corabella a call, 203-757-9336. Marcos, what are your hours?
We're in the office from 9 to 5, Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
And fortunately, we're off on Fridays, thank God. But we're there for everybody as much as we can be.
My buddy's just texting me. My father was one of the originals at Burroughs Welcome. I could not be more happy. I did by no means meant to bash GlaxoSmithKline. My father, my whole life is owed to Burroughs Welcome that Glaxo, before it was GlaxoSmithKline, bought out. It was just a police investigation. It was in the paper. Please don't cause any trouble. But there are alternative ways other than just taking medicine. The Sudafed, Actifed, Neosporin, Wellbutrin XL, Zovirex, I'm very proud to say that put me through college. My dad was a rock star in the pharmaceutical industry. I'm well aware of that. So Corabella, it's an excellent alternative choice. It's I know you don't love medicine, but your dad, if he feels the need, will prescribe medicine, correct?
No, absolutely. We do what's right for the patient. Whatever works best is what we basically end up doing for somebody in the least toxic way possible.
Right,
so
right.
We're not just opposed to medicines. Let's be realistic. They have gotten us into the situation, and sometimes they're what is necessary to get us out of the situation.
One of the things I like most about you is you always say to me, medicine has its place, Michael. You can't just get by on cayenne. Sometimes you need this. So I don't know, whatever you put me on last year for the allergy suppressant, but it did work. And so everything has its place. That's Dr. Marcos de Escobar, one of my best friends, good colleague, very intelligent, hard worker. He is a family man like me, beautiful wife and a beautiful daughter. Thank you so much for your time today, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Michael.
God bless.
You,
Talk to you later.
Great night. Okay,
all right. So, callers, call in. We're going to take a break. Then you're going to get to listen to the YouTube guru genius, producer Nick. Talk to you in a little while.